Can you grab me a second nori sheet? I'm gonna have to double wrap this guy. Thank you. What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. I'm so excited to have you guys here. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name's Claire and I'm a student currently studying naturopathic medicine, and I'm super passionate about all things health, wellness, and just living a healthy and balanced lifestyle. And on my channel, I love sharing healthy meal ideas so that you guys can go get creative in the kitchen and cook yourself up some yummy and nourishing meals. But as always, I know we are all super excited to get into the food, so let's just get into it. So, of course, I started out my week with some oatmeal, and guys, I think that I have a new favorite oatmeal recipe. I've been making it this week as I'm editing this video, so you'll have to wait until next week's video to see what it is. But in the meantime, I'll be sure to type out the full recipe for this oatmeal in the description box below. And on Monday, I topped my oatmeal off with some stewed apples, almond butter, and hemp seeds, and it was a great way to start the week.
But I know that, baby, I'm never on your mind, and it don't matter how hard we try, 'cause you're never on my mind. One day I woke up with you on my bed. I couldn't even remember everything we said. I was wondering if I ever really liked you. Up against my body, but it's like
And I haven't made my tofu scramble in my last couple of videos, and I'm bringing it back with a new and improved recipe. I started by mixing up my spices, some coconut aminos, smoked paprika, turmeric, garlic powder, nutritional yeast, and water, and I fried up some zucchini, added my tofu, and I've been crumbling my tofu into bigger chunks. I don't know, I used to grind it up really finely, but I kind of like to leave it chunky now. I added some spinach and my seasoning mix and just let that all cook down, and I toasted up some bread so I could make some avocado toast to have with my tofu scramble. But I was disappointed by this avocado. She was not up to par, but I salvaged some of it, added some salt, pepper, and lemon juice, and of course I got the little pit in the avocado, so I just had to fish that out, spread that on top of my toast, served it up with my tofu scramble. Oh, I also added some hemp seeds, and that was my lunch. I'll have the recipe for my tofu scramble typed out in the description box below, but as always, make sure to adjust the seasonings and spices to your liking and just have fun with it. And a little bit later, before my workout, I made a quick snack. I just had some chia seed pudding, stewed apples, and walnuts. And if you're looking for the recipe for my chia seed pudding, I made that in a few videos ago, so I will have that video linked for you guys as well. And for dinner on Monday, I wanted to use up a bunch of the leftovers that I had from the weekend. So I just started by sauteing up some tofu and some coconut aminos, and then I made some of my maple mustard tahini sauce. You guys have seen me make this in basically all of my videos, but I will have the recipe typed out in the description box below. I served that up with some leftover chickpeas, rice, and roasted vegetables from the weekend, my tofu, the last little bit of sauerkraut from my jar, and my sauce, and that was my dinner on Monday. And of course, I wanted something sweet after dinner, so I just had a little piece of banana bread for dessert. And on Tuesday, we had some fresh blueberries in the house, so I topped my oats off with some blueberries, almond butter, and walnuts, and yeah, another great way to start the day.
Mistakes. I'm hoping that I'll be replaced. I'm waiting 'cause you're in my way. I hate it 'cause it's every day. I feel alone even if you surround me. I need you now, can you be around me?
And for lunch, I started by making a really quick pesto in my blender, and like I said, I don't really measure anything, but of course I'll put my best estimates in the description box below. And then I had a bunch of chickpeas left over from the weekend, so I added that to a bowl with some celery and the pesto, and I should have mashed the chickpeas first. I don't know why I tried to mash them with a spoon and the celery. That didn't really make any sense, but I spread that on some toast with some lemon juice and hemp seeds on top, and that was my lunch on Tuesday.
My friends on the internet talk to me more than my real ones do. I never seem to be good enough for him.
And after my workout, I decided to make some kind of healthy cookie dough bites, and of course I didn't accurately measure anything. As always, I will put my best estimates in the description box below, but I kind of just added ingredients until I got a good texture, and I just tasted them for sweetness and flavoring, and I just put those in the freezer so I could have them as a little dessert after dinner. So for dinner, I was feeling some pasta, so I started by sauteing up some mushrooms and tempeh and some coconut aminos, and I added a ridiculous amount of spinach because, as usual, it wilts down so much. I added my pasta along with my pesto, and I ended up using my pesto for a bunch of meals this week, but it just made such a big batch, and I truly believe that adding pesto to any meal will just improve it. It's like tahini. Adding tahini or pesto to any savory meal will make it better. And after dinner, I had a few of my little cookie dough bites for dessert.
Bourbon make us feel fine. Body heat make the skin cry.
Lately, I've been on a huge peanut butter and banana kick. I get on these kicks where I just will eat the same food combos over and over again until I get sick of them. But growing up, I used to always eat peanut butter and banana sandwiches, so it's just a very nostalgic combo. So I topped my oats off with some peanut butter, banana, and some hemp seeds, and that was my breakfast on Wednesday.
Saying that's so raven, please be patient. Tell me what your sun sign's saying. Or could you ever love a Gemini? Could you? Hey, yeah. I try to reason I'm Aquarius rising, but you've already gone and made up your mind, and your mind's not mine. Like what's mine is yours. Like when you.
And on Wednesday, I went into the clinic for the afternoon, so I just packed my lunch and took it with me. I just made a really quick sandwich. I just started by roasting up some red pepper and tempeh in the oven. I love making my own roasted red pepper. And then on my sandwich, I added some mustard, some more of the pesto, of course, the tempeh, roasted red pepper, spinach, lettuce, and of course some balsamic glaze to top it all off. Oh, it was a delicious sandwich. And I just packed that all up and had it while I was at clinic. And then, of course, I also packed some extra pesto to have on the side. I love to have something to dip my sandwich in. I'm all about that sauce. I also brought a few of my cookie dough bites for a snack.
Scrambled Tofu.
And for dinner, I was feeling some roasted veggies, so I just started by chopping up some parsnips as well as some Brussels sprouts, and then I melted some coconut oil, added some maple syrup, balsamic vinegar, garlic powder, salt, and pepper to a bowl, and I just tossed my veggies in there. And then I laid them out on a baking tray and just baked them until they were soft on the inside and nice and golden and crispy on the outside, kind of like a well-baked chocolate chip cookie. Anyway, I also made up a tahini sauce, but we're switching it up. I tried a different recipe. I added some lemon juice, maple syrup, garlic powder, salt, and some water. And I actually really like this dressing, so I'm definitely going to be making more of it. I also still had some chickpeas left over that I really had to use up. So I just seasoned those with some cumin, garlic powder, salt, and pepper, and toasted those up. I also added some lemon juice. I've been on a huge lemon juice kick lately. I've kind of been sleeping on that my whole life, but it really does make everything better. I served that all up with some rice, my roasted vegetables, my chickpeas, drizzled the sauce on top. I was all out of sauerkraut at this point in the week, which is sad because sauerkraut would have made this meal even better. But that was my dinner on Wednesday. And on Thursday, we kept the oats super simple. I just chopped those off with some stewed apples, almond butter, and walnuts.
You done to me? I am not a toy that you can just play with. How all of a sudden you acting jaded. Oh, keep it on the low. Said that you just wanna keep it casual. No, can't believe I did. Fell for you, the virgin inside my head. Deja vu had me thinking of you. But the past is the past, glad that it's so new. Riding around on your boat.
And by Thursday, we were definitely running low on groceries. I think the only veggies we had left in the house were broccoli and carrots. So I just started by roasting up some broccoli in the oven, and then I decided to grate up some carrots. And I immediately regretted this decision because I hate grinding up carrots. It's just so much work. But I just sauteed those carrots down in the pan and then added some edamame and rice. I also seasoned it with some garlic powder and coconut aminos and just gave that a good toss. And then by that time, my broccoli was all done, so I pulled it out of the oven. I just served it all up with my rice, my broccoli. I added some kimchi as well. Ooh. I love roasted broccoli. How good does that look? I also made up some more of the lemon tahini sauce that I made the night before, just in a bigger batch. So I had some on hand, and that was my lunch on Thursday. And for a snack before my workout, I had some chopped up banana with some peanut butter and cinnamon on top. Yeah, I'm back on the banana peanut butter train. It's a thing now. No surprise to anyone, I'm having pasta again for dinner. I just started by sauteing up some tempeh in some tamari, garlic powder, and maple syrup. And once that was all nice and golden and crispy, I just set it aside, added my pasta, steamed up some broccoli, and we had a little bit of spinach left in the fridge, so I finished that off as well. Like I said, we were running pretty low on veggies. I added some of the lemon tahini sauce that I made earlier in the day. And I served that up along with my tempeh, and that was my dinner on Thursday.
We get back home, just hold each other close. We can fall into a soup where our memories are smoke. 'Cause daylight turns to twilight. If you feel like you wanna go all night, just
And on Friday, you guys know that I go into the office pretty early, so I wanted something light for breakfast, and of course I had some peanut butter and banana on toast. And guys, add cinnamon to your peanut butter and banana, it makes the combo even better. I also made up a coffee and took that with me to work. And it's Friday lunch, so of course we're doing the fridge clean out. I added some rice, chickpeas, broccoli again. But honestly, I do really love steamed broccoli. Like, there's something, I don't know, with just a little bit of salt and pepper. It's really good. And of course, for a sauce, I used some of my pesto. And once I got to work, I just warmed this up in my crock pot. And honestly, I know this meal is so simple. It's like 4 ingredients, but this was actually really, really delicious. And that was my lunch. And I honestly think that Friday's dinner was the best meal out of the whole week. It was definitely a lot of prep work, but well worth it. I started by roasting some sweet potatoes up in the oven, and then I just fried off some tofu and mushrooms in some coconut aminos. I ribboned up some carrots, and I laid that out with my sweet potatoes, spinach, cilantro, and avocado because you guessed it, we are making little homemade sushi rolls. I started by spreading some rice out on some nori sheet, and then I added all my fillings, some sweet potatoes, tofu, mushrooms, carrots, spinach, avocado, cilantro, and then I used some tahini. You could also just sprinkle some sesame seeds on there, but I didn't have any. And then I made the mistake of overstuffing the sushi roll. Can you grab me a second nori sheet? I'm gonna have to double wrap this guy. Thank you. But I just ended up using a second nori sheet, but I clearly didn't learn from my mistake because I overstuffed the second one as well. Anyway, I got them both wrapped up and I decided that I didn't want to risk trying to cut them into little sushi pieces. So I just ended up keeping them like a sushi burrito and I cut them in half. I served that up with the rest of the tofu, some kimchi, and some coconut aminos to dip. And that was my dinner on Friday. Alright guys, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of the video. I hope you guys got some meal ideas or inspiration. As always, please remember to nourish your body in a way that makes you feel good. And if you did enjoy the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know what you guys want to see more of on this channel. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe so you can come hang out with me every week. And I'll see you guys in the next video.